Collins Foundation. Here in Western Mass, preparations are underway for B-17 flights hosted by the Experimental Aircraft Association this weekend out at Westfield-Barnes Regional Airport. The vintage plane arrived at the airport just last night, and Western Mass News reporter Caroline Powers is the first to check it out. She joins us now live from the airport with more on how they're handling this event after last week's tragedy. Caroline?
Chris, as you said, this B-17 bomber is owned by the EAA. It is just like the one owned by the Collins Foundation that crashed at Bradley International Airport on Wednesday. Event organizers say that safety is their top priority as they prepare to give riders a trip in this World War II plane this weekend.
This is an opportunity for folks that normally don't have any connection with the airport to come on. And it's a fantastic warbird, as you can see behind me.
Eric Billowitz, airport manager at Westfield-Barnes Regional Airport, says they've been in communication with the EAA for more than a year now as they prepare for this weekend's event. But after last week's tragedy involving a B-17 at Bradley International Airport, their talks have increased.
Certainly, notwithstanding the tragedy of about a week ago or so, we're always, in touch on a regular basis, talking about plans and how we want to display and what they want to do or what they'd like to get out of this. Coming forward from last week, we've talked about, how we want to handle the day. Really nothing has changed. They're a great group. They're very well organized. They know what they're doing. I really have no reservations.
The EAA tells Western Mass News this B-17 bomber will still give rides to the public this upcoming Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. With a scheduled 4 or 5 rides each day, 10 passengers will get to experience a piece of World War II history with 3 crew members. The EAA says riders have always been required to sign a waiver before takeoff. While the NTSB investigation into last week's deadly crash continues, the EAA and Billowitz say people can't let fear take over. The aircraft goes through extensive safety inspections, which include before a flight and then every 25 hours, and an additional and major inspection where crew members and mechanics check the engines and hydraulics, plus an annual inspection where everything is taken apart from the plane to make sure it's up to standards.
We have to trust that the EAA is a very reputable organization, and they subscribe with this aircraft or any that they operate. They would have to subscribe to the same standard, especially if they're carrying passengers that a commercial carrier would to do the same thing. So without a doubt, there should be no concern.
This B-17 flew in last night from Hyannis, where it was scheduled to give rides this past weekend, but after Wednesday's crash, the EAA canceled the flights. The EAA also wants the public to know that B-17s are required to meet the same standards as business and commercial jets, but Senator Blumenthal questions that, and he's asking the FAA to clarify. Live in Westfield, I'm Caroline Powers for Western Mass News.